Well, Steve, recently one of the biggest stars in NASCAR Winston Cup racing, Darrell Waltrip, had an opportunity to go to the White House.
And that's a trip that's usually reserved for Super Bowl champions or World Series champions. Well, Darrell Waltrip, the winner of the Daytona 500 and the Motorcraft 500, was recently the guest of President George Bush, and Randy Pemberton talked to him about that experience.
Being able to go into the Oval Office and shake the President of the United States' hand and his wife, the First Lady, be there and get a hug from her, it just made it was just a thrill in my life. And Stevie and Jessica were there, and it was just like going into your living room at home and sitting down and talking to your mom and dad. I mean, it was the most comfortable, relaxed thing I've ever done, and I just want to tell you that we have a great president right now.
How much respect, Darrell, does President Bush have for our sport?
He knows about our business. He was the Grand Marshal, I believe, at Daytona in 1983. He's been to some of our races. As you remember, Vice President Quayle was at Darlington last September, so they're well aware of our sport. They're well aware of how I had been doing and how other guys in our sport. Bobby Hillen is a friend of George Bush Jr.'s, and they're all from Midland, Texas. He was aware of Bobby and how he had been doing. So he may not sit down and watch a race all day long, but he knows about our sport, and he's supportive, and that's important to all of us.
That was quite an honor for Darrell, and our congratulations to him. It certainly was good for the sport. We need to take a short break. When we come back, we'll talk with Brett Bodine.
And we'll